Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. 23rd of August 2023, India became only the fourth country on this planet to have touched the surface of Moon through its Chandrayaan 3, 23rd of August. And quickly, our revered Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji announced that we will be celebrating 23rd of August as NSD, not National School of Drama, but it is NSPD, that is National Space Day. Yeah, 23rd of August 2024, we observed and celebrated the first National Space Day, and what an achievement of India's own space program, pioneered and led by none other than ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. And to just recount many of these achievements of ISRO, I will try to just recount what all I remember. All of you must be already going through these in the social media, in the newspapers, in the magazines, and whatnot. And it's such a proud moment for all of us in India. Actually, ISRO was established in 1969, yeah, 8 years later than that of the Pakistan. Anyway, not to compare with Pakistan, but though it started 8 years later, it has made huge strides into the deep space, and what an achievement it had been for ISRO. 1969 when it was established, and the father of Indian space program was Vikram Sarabhai, none other than Vikram Sarabhai. And in 1975, yeah, the same year as the movie was released, Sholay, 1975, the first satellite, the artificial satellite Aryabhatta was launched, and from the intercom of Soviet Union. And later in 1980, India launched its own satellite, the RS-1 through SLV-3 in 1980. So thus writing its name as the seventh country in the world to have its orbital system into the space, to be launching its own satellites into the geostationary orbits. So fantastic has been the strides of the scientists at ISRO. Kudos to them. Congratulations to each one in ISRO and in the related companies, the private and the public sectors, as well as each and every proud Indian. Yeah, we are all very proud of these achievements. So looking back at the achievements of ISRO, then in 1980, it had its own satellite launch vehicle, SLV-3. Then it went on to launch Apple One, that Apple satellite system of ISRO was carried for a electromagnetic field test on a bullock cart. Yeah, on a bullock cart, because the metal parts of a metallic truck would have interfered with the testing of Apple. So it was taken on a bullock cart. That is in 1981. And when ISRO launched its INSAT series of satellites, it made huge progress into the space. Then, of course, we had the famous Mars Orbiter mission, MOM, in 2017, when India became the first country, in fact, to be successful in launching its own satellite into the orbit of the Mars in its first attempt. Yeah, it was the first country to be achieving that in its first attempt. and that happened in 2017. And the cost of the Mars orbiter mission was a peanuts compared to what all it happens all over the world. 74 million US dollars. And the movie, the Hollywood movie Gravity, actually was made for a higher budget than this. And compared to that, the NASA's MAVEN, the Mars orbiter mission, costed US 671 billions. So how cheap it is, you can imagine. So ours is not only the best and the first of its kind, and India is the first country to be successful in touching the orbit of Mars in its first attempt, but it does it in the cheapest, as the saying goes. It is even when you compare the distance covered by the satellite per kilometer, the rate comes lesser than that of an auto rickshaw in any of your metros in India. So that is how the scientists, kudos to the scientists of ISRO. Then, of course, in the ISRO again achieved a marvelous success when it launched more than 100 satellites in one go, in one stroke, through its launch. In 2017, when it launched 104 satellites, and of which 101 satellites were of international origin. And that was ISRO, or India, held the record till 2021 when the Transporter 1 on 24th of January 2021 of SpaceX, of the Elon Musk, famous Elon Musk, SpaceX, broke the record with a satellite launch of Transporter 1 carrying 143 satellites. So we are holding records, I mean, compared to what we have performed, not to, of course, belittle our sports persons' efforts. In the Olympics, recently concluded Olympics, Paris Olympics, India ranked a very lowly 71st position, whereas we are the fourth country in the world to be landing on the lunar surface when Chandrayaan 3 in 23rd August 2023, last year, when we could touch the surface of moon, and Prime Minister Modi ji announced that we will be celebrating the National Space Day on 23rd of August every year. And 2024, what is the motto of the National Space Day? It is touching lives while touching the surface of moon, India's space saga, what has been a great saga by ISRO. And now on the 16th of August, hardly 1 week ago, when 16th of August, ISRO launched the Small Satellite Launch Vehicle, SSLV. It launched that Earth Observatory satellite, EOS-8. It completed the development phase of SSLV, and now it is ready to open up to any of the bidders who wants to mass produce it. So the design is frozen. It is proven third time. This was the third launch on the 16th of August, and they are ready to transfer the technology. The technology transfer will take place, and they are in ISRO the other day on the National Space Day, in front of Prime Minister, the President Draupadi Murmu garu. S. Somnath, the chairman of ISRO, tells that we are ready to give the technology to any of the private. There are already 10 or more consortia which are already interested in mass producing the satellite, small satellite launch vehicle. So they are ready to hold their hands, any public sector or private sector, and small companies, startup companies for that matter. And in fact, today, Prime Minister Modi ji, in his monthly talk of Man Ki Baat, he has appreciated the Galaxy, the IIT Madras, IIT Chennai startup that they want to make small satellites. And what a fantastic movement is this, when the private sector, the small sectors, even the startups are encouraged to liaise with the labs, like the reputed firms like Indian Institute of Technology, Chennai, already leading the way for Galaxy. The five scientists or engineers Prime Minister Modi ji has discussed today. And President Draupadi Murmu garu, when she was addressing, she told there is a huge contribution by the space sector to India's GDP, and it is 20,000 crores or 24 billion US dollars. So such a huge contribution, in addition to creating 96,000 jobs in the private and public ecosystem of the space ecosystem. So it's a fantastic, the going has been really fantastic. And over and above that, ISRO has launched the Bhuvan, the geoportal, wherein the users can explore the world and the space around the world through this Bhuvan. So these are there are plenty of achievements by ISRO. We are all proud of our ISRO, and kudos to the space agency. And fantastic, it is such a great moment, and a proud moment to be celebrating the first National Space Day on the 23rd of August. So congratulating each Indian brain, mind and heart and soul, and the scientific temper in each one of the Indians, each one of us, to be exploring the space and making huge strides into the space. With these few words, till we meet next time, take care, bye bye, God bless, Jai Hind.